So I got to do an article for Varmint magazine for spring, and I'm gonna do it on my Seiko 223. And so I actually haven't really shot that rifle yet. So I want to get, I got, let's see here, two different bullets from Nosler, two different bullets from Sierra, three different bullets from Hornady, and we've got five powders we're gonna try and basically kind of do like a little bit of load development for all of these. And the goal is to get this all kind of done roughly this weekend, so I can get my article in. And we're gonna be trying some Ramshot tack, IMR 8208 XPR, which is just like gold these days because I mean you can't even find it. You got Hodgdon Benchmark, and then we've got some Vitivorti N135 and some Vitivorti N133 that we're gonna try. So we're gonna get back to some of the. Hey, what's up, Ed? We're basically gonna get back to some of the basics when it comes to loading 223 is always awesome. Hey, Wayne, how you doing, man? We're gonna be using CCI BR4s. We're gonna use Twice Fire Lapua brass. It's actually in the cleaner right now, dry tumbling. So that's kind of it, the basics of it. Jamie, how you doing, man? Where did I get 223 Lapua brass? I know somebody. I actually have, I think like probably 500 rounds of it. 500 pieces of brass, 400 still new. So it's not easy to find. Or you can always buy some burger ammo too, and they load it in that. So right, that 77, I think the 77 OTMs, right? You can always buy that and get it that way. But James, what's going on? So we've got 7 all loaded up. I hoping to get to the range tomorrow to shoot the 7 PRC stuff and see how that goes. But like I said, we've got a 223 Seiko that we're gonna shoot. Jay, how's it going, man? Dude, Jay, I have dived deep into that 375. Boy, you got me wanting to sell some rifles to get that. Yeah, I've been trying to get a box of 100 for like a year. It's on Gunbroker. I've seen it on Gunbroker. But yeah, you're right. It is not easy to find. But we're just gonna get back to the basics and load some 223, which I've missed. Stoked to see that Johnny's back on the YouTube. Yeah, he is back. I'm curious to see how much he will do because he did this last year, if you guys remember, right? And then he and then he disappeared on us. My wife is sitting besides giggling. Oh, she's giggling because I got the hook of the 375. Yeah. Also check out. I know it's already 6:30 my time, but I need coffee, guys. I'm dragging today. But I got my Donald Duck coffee mug, and we're drinking it black because that's the only way to drink coffee. If you drink coffee any other way, yeah. So yeah, Jay. The 375 rabbit hole. Yeah. It's funny, dude. I went through a couple of my saves. I was like, do I really need this? Do I really need this? Yo, what's going on, Josh? And I was like, okay, if I sold this and sold this and sold this, I could probably buy it without having to save. Then I was like, am I gonna regret selling them? You know, I hate that. I hate selling guns. So, what bullets do you predict will do best out of the 223? Probably the 50 grain VMAXs. Although the 52 grain hollow point boat tails have always shot pretty good dusty. And then you got the Nosler ballistic tips and the Nosler 55 grain Varmageddon. All of these should shoot pretty well. So 375 Raptor, Ruger, or H&H. Nah. Jay, tell them what it is. It's the 375 Enabler. I can't pronounce it. But it's like a 2 mile. It's an ELR rifle, and I'm yeah, I've gone down a rabbit hole, you could say. So shoot, I may have to go to Canada just to see Jay, and maybe I'll bring him some bullets, and just so I can shoot it. Yeah, that one, Nicholas. So it's pretty sweet. Yeah. And then I started looking at some other cartridges, and I'm like, oh boy. because I really haven't done anything like really big into the big stuff. So, well, if you make the purchase, I have a new set of dies in a box for Minecraft. I'll definitely, dude. I'll definitely buy them off you. Shoot, dude, I might buy them off you before I even buy the rifle. To be honest with you, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get one. I already sent like 3 companies that make that get that rifle. There's a company that might send me one to play with. So I got an email back today. So that's interesting. 416 Shy Attack is nice too. Yeah, the 416 is pretty cool. Was Varget powder? No, not Varget powder. H1000 is pretty much what I'm seeing, or the US 869 powder is mainly what I've been seeing people use. Yeah, Jay. So what? So are you not using the Forester dies? What dies are you using, Jay? I do like Forester dies. Also, I don't know how long I'll be live today. I figured I'd just kick it on real quick. Oh, you got the Whedon? Okay, those are good dies. Yep. So I figured I'd kick it on. Let the brass clean for a little bit before I start doing some stuff. But I kind of settled on these 5 powders. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know how many people are in here, but I've got to get a varmint article done for Varmint Magazine, and I'm doing it in my Seiko 223, and it's got a 1 in 12 twist, so I really can't shoot anything over a 55 grain bullet. 55 grain is kind of pushing it for that twist rate too. So I went with, so I got a 40 grain VMAX, the 50 grain VMAX, the 52 grain boat tail hollow point. That's a match bolt, but you can shoot prairie dogs no problem with it. And then the 45 grain spritzer and the 52 grain hollow point, and then the 50 grain Nosler ballistic tip and the 55 grain Varmageddon. So what do I think of RCBS dies? RCBS dies are nice. They make good stuff. Also, guys, so RCBS might be coming out, maybe. I've got an email talking to them. They might come out with a reloading kit with my recommendations. So right now, you can go on and like get like an RCBS kit. Well, they had me go through and label what I would use in it, like what would I use out of all their stuff and make it a kit. The only difference is I didn't want to put the RCBS Charge Master in there because that's like a $900 thing. So I just put the RCBS link, and so there's that. But it's kind of like a tailored kit off of what I would use for RCBS. So I just sent that email off today, which is actually kind of cool. So 40 grain, a tiny baby. Yeah, 40 grain. Yep. About shooting prairie dogs and little coyotes and stuff like that. Yeah, the Seiko's a pretty nice rifle. There'll be quite a few videos to come for it, but to be honest, this article actually snuck up on me because I kind of forgot about it, and I gotta get it done like in a week and a half. So there'll be a lot of 223 stuff going on. I have the link, and it's great, just slow. Okay, cool, good to know. I actually never used it, so that's the only thing on my list that I had never used. I really enjoy the 223, but 77 grain. Yeah, no, I do too. I enjoy it in 77, but you got to be running a faster twist. This is a 112 twist. It's an older rifle. It's actually a Seiko from the 70s that's only been fired twice, and the only time it's been fired is by me, twice. Got it from an older guy that collected Seikos. It's a beautiful rifle. That would be good. It sucks building a set of reloading. Gets expensive for the stuff you don't need. Exactly. And so this is like literally how I would go through my process, besides the dies and like maybe expander manuals, because there's no dies in it, because obviously the dies would vary from whatever you're going to be loading. So I've used RPS stuff for a while. I'd like to get their case trimmer. Yeah, their case trimmer is nice. I have it. Everything I got is 1 in 7, but the Seiko sounds good. Yeah, no, it's a cool rifle. It's an old rifle. All my ARs are, 1 in 7 twists. That's what's pretty common nowadays. So my 22-250 is also a 1 in 12 twist, so it doesn't shoot anything over a 55 grain as well. But yeah, no, it's, so basically, I think if I remember right, man, I'm tempted to go grab my list. So I put, so the RCBS Rock Checker Supreme, let's see here. Oh, not a new comment. RCBS Rock Chucker Supreme on there. I put now I can't remember basically everything I would use. I'm drawing a blank. The list is out in my truck. Because to be honest with you, while I was working today, I was also working on that list. So I had some downtime in my truck today. So, but sounds like Dead Air is going to send me a couple cans for playing around with. So there'll be some videos on Dead Air. Also, actually, I kind of met a company when I was at SHOT Show that they have like packs meant for like concealing your pistols and stuff like that. They're actually going to send me a few of them. I'm actually probably going to do a couple of reviews on them because I really like them for like truck, kind of like a truck pack. So that's weird. My 12 twist 22-250. I shooting 62 grain Berg. Yeah, mine will not stabilize. Wayne, Wayne, a lot of that has to do with elevation. I'm like 30 feet above sea level. So what are you at, Wayne, for sea level? What brass are you using for the 223? Well, since you asked, I guess I can show you, Josh. 1 minute here. I gotta get all my stuff unorganized. Yep, new Sandman, Jamie. That's what we're using for brass. Nothing but premium components for this bad boy. Only thing we're not using premium is burger, which I guess I do have some burger, which maybe I'll throw some burger bullets into this. 980, okay, well, you're 950 feet above me, so maybe that's what, I don't know. But yeah, no, my 22-250 will not shoot any, I mean, like, just will not stabilize anything over 55 grain, which it's just weird. It just keyholes. So, gonna get the new Sandman, also the 45 Stalker. Does that sound right? What primers? CCI BR4s. And then I bought a bunch of little new notebooks, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a list on the outside, and I'm gonna basically, because I have a bunch of big notebooks, but man, big notebooks add up really fast. So I bought a bunch of these little notebooks, and I'm gonna start keeping like all my load data and stuff like that in there now. So oh yeah, the BR4s, by far my favorite for small rifle primers. And obviously I got the Hornady load book here, but I've got the Nosler and Sierra and stuff too. But Josh, you just like nailed all the questions. Field books, my desk at work is covered in them. Yep. Dead Air, best in my opinion. Got a whole family of their cans. Yeah, right on. I do too. I have one Dead Air right now. So I'm a big fan of them. Hey, Team Wheel, how you doing, man? Where are you driving today? Just got 1,000 for $94. Sweet, dude. That's actually not bad these days. So, Pan Jockey, how's it going, man? Yeah, we all know Johnny's back. Yep, he was live yesterday. I was in the live chat a little bit yesterday, and I watched a video before. We'll see how long he hangs around, because I know he did this last year to us. Got all our hopes up, and then he was like, peace out. But hopefully he stays around. I'm really hoping he does. So, coffee's starting to get cold. I didn't drink it fast enough. We're at 2,208 feet, and my Browning 2250 wouldn't shoot. Interesting. I-70 CO going over the mountains. Got it. I have 7 of them. 7 of what? I can't remember what we were talking about. Little Jim Beam will warm up the coffee. Yeah, it would. I missed his live, but saw the video. He didn't seem super excited. I think we're just getting the visit from Johnny. Yeah, it could be. Maybe some of his videos started to die off, right? And so he wasn't getting that revenue, right? And so maybe he, yeah. He also, I mean, guys, this may sound weird. I don't know. But he's always had, like, I don't give a fuck attitude. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have just said that word. But that came across way more in this last stream and in his last video. So I think he's just not fed up, but I think he's exhausted, if that makes sense. Oh, Dead Air. Okay, yeah. Dead Air is cool. His 223 review series is great. Also, his 300 Blackout series. I have probably watched his 300 Blackout series a ton. You notice that yourself, Jamie? Yeah, and it's unfortunate because I do like the dude, but I don't know if there was, maybe he's just dealing with personal stuff, right? Who knows? Damn it, 18. I did like a 20-mile low boy load. You make me feel like a slacker. Oh yeah, virgin. Yeah, your virgin ears, right? So you okay? So you have 7 dead air cans, right on. Yeah, I have a 30 cal can. I have their Sandman, right? That's their 30 cal can. Energetics also though is a really cool can company, guys. Check them out. I got to talk to the owner when I was at SHOT Show, and then I talked to him on the phone a little bit today. And so sounds like, I know he's trying to keep up on a bunch of orders, but sounds like if he gets a blem suppressor, he's going to send it my way for testing for 6.5. 6.5 free data from Johnny. It's spot on. Yeah, a lot has changed since then, since he did his. But yeah, that poor guy, man, stuck so much brass in his Redding dies. Oh, that video. Yeah. So, but I'm torn about using IMR 8208 XBR on this 223. Thankfully 223 doesn't take up much, right? Because I don't got much of that left. I think I have like 3 or 4 pounds left of 8208 XBR, and I don't know if it's ever coming back or if it will. I'm torn about using it, but I might as well. So I want to get some good results. I think this rifle will shoot real well. Action on it's nice. It's pretty sweet, pretty fun shooting, actually. Fun shooting rifle. So the 3 that I've shot through it. And I have a fixed 32 power scope on it. So it is a target / varmint rifle. So I'm pretty stoked about it. Like I said, I've got the brass cleaning right now. I shot that brass in a different 223 bolt gun that I have twice, and then so this will be the 3rd firing on it. The left mass sat at noon, delivered. Yeah, I have no clue. I'll read that. Yeah. Are you gonna try benchmark on the 223 or Varget? Oh, okay. So benchmark. We're gonna do Varget. I don't feel like does real well. I mean, it does well, but I like benchmark better for lighter bullets. These 2 are my favorite powders for light 223. And then we're gonna do some ram shot tack because I have good lord, I ungodly amount of this stuff. So we'll use some of that. Benchmark is expensive. Yeah. I think I probably have, because it's part of the extreme line. I have yeah, it is expensive. No CFE 223. Not this round at least. Maybe will later. At least not for the article. I've done a ton of CFE 223 for it. And then some Vitivorti powder. Some N135 and some N133. Here in Houston, it's like, yeah, that sounds right. I thankfully I don't think I've bought benchmark since before COVID. So I was shooting a ton of 223 and 5.56 right before COVID, and then COVID hit, and I was like, oh, so I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna start doing some bigger stuff. And then since when I've like done tons of bigger stuff and gone off into some other rabbit holes for stuff. Just started using N140. How do you like the Vitivorti? Oh, I love the Vitivorti powder. I love Hodgin powder, but if I could only use one powder, it'd be Vitivorti for sure. It's 110 pounds of, oh, youch. So 110 Canadian, so yeah, so I guess you're yeah, yowie. That's expensive, Jay. Jay, yeah, I guess you guys just do need to become the 51st state. And then it would make it real easy for me to come up there and bring you some bullets. We could bring you some bullets, right? And some powder. And we could shoot that thing and get me hooked even more. I did send well, N140 is really good. Yeah, I got a couple pounds of that. Jay, I did send my contact over at Lapua Burger in Vitivorti. So it's all the same company, right? I sent my contact over and I asked him, I said, what's it gonna take for me to get some of these 375 bullets? And so I'm curious to see what he says back because I know they're expensive. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty curious. If they send some my way, I'll mail you some, dude. I don't know if I can mail. I probably can't mail bullets to you, can I? I probably can't. So never mind. Um, I don't know how that would work. That's probably got like some sort of restrictions or something like that. You know what other powder? Like any of the what is it? The N130. N130 also is a pretty good powder for like 223. So in my experience, I use N140 with 77 grain match burner. I got 0.4, 0.5 groups. Nice. Are you talking about the Barnes match burners? I'm not sure, but I know I can't order primers, powders, and boxes of ammo. Okay, well, hey, I'll tell you what, Jay, if they send me some, which I'm guessing they probably will, then I will see what, I'll see if or maybe I'll see if they can just send it direct to you. Yeah, okay, Ed, Barnes match burners are awesome bullets. Ed, not Ed, but Jay, I'll look into this for you. I'll look into it. Maybe we can get you some free bullets. Testing purposes. Yeah, I love the match burners. I got a bunch of those. I picked up, I think, 200 to shoot out of the 6.5 PRC. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, like when I found out what you were paying for them, I was like, dude, yeah. Also, I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if this is like even realistic or anything like that, but I'm thinking about doing some bullet giveaways once I hit certain amount of members on the not subscribers, but like members on my YouTube. So I was thinking like once I hit like, I don't know, 15 members, I'll give away a box of 223 to the members, right? And I'll pick between them. And once I hit like 30 members, I'll give a box away 223 and 30 cal kind of thing. And then 50 members, and then I'll give away. And then I think I might do, if I hit 100 members, which I probably never would, I'd probably give away a thing of 500 burgers. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a way to drive that. And I obviously appreciate the guys that already are. But I think that's what I want to do. Obviously, you'd have to live somewhere where I can ship it to you too. So, but I don't know. We'll see. Because I can kind of keep track and I can see who's members. And so if like let's say we got 13 you guys in here right now. All 13 you guys are members, and I only needed 2 more members, right? And I got 2 more members. It's rigged. Yeah, I know, you Canadians. Although I do appreciate your flags that you have on your wall in your shop there, Jay. Yeah, like so let's say like we had 15 people here, all you 15 were members. I would take all your 15 members and I'd spin the wheel and we would now we just dropped down 11. But I'd spin the wheel and then like, okay, we're gonna give away a box of 50 VMAXs, right? And I just ship it someone a box of 50 or something like that. And so I don't know. Jay, that's motivation to get your ass down here. Yeah. Yeah, just for a box of 223 bullets, right? Just for a box of 223. So I don't know. That's kind of things I'm thinking about doing, trying to give back to you guys. Because a lot of you guys, what's up with the shirts? The shirts, your shirt, Ed, I think might have shipped out with your brass yesterday. It's Monday or Tuesday. The wife's taking care of all that, so I'd have to ask her. But the shirts, and then Ed, you're getting some 22 Creedmoor brass along with it. So, I've been too busy. By the time I leave for work and then get done with work, the post office is closed, and so I've kind of left it up her. So hopefully she doesn't dilly-dally or take her time. I think 2 of the shirts I'm still waiting on. They were bigger shirts, so yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jordan? How you doing, bud? No coyotes tonight. Wind is blowing. Mach 3 here. Dude, it's crazy. So, like, we have, like, 0 wind where I live right now. We have, like, 0 wind right now. But it's, like, crazy cold. And, oh, Oh, guys, you guys are gonna like this because there will be videos on this. Got an email from Trigicon today. They are sending me one of their thermals for 60 days. I get one of the thermals to review for 60 days. I can record inside that thermal. So I'm going to be out slaying coyotes as soon as I get that. I haven't decided what rifle I'm going to put it on. I was thinking about putting on the, I'm going to be getting a Uinta Precision 22 arc and 6 arc. So I was thinking about throwing on that and then run that suppressed. Or the 8.6 Blackout. And run that suppressed on a coyote gun. And yeah. It's calm and mid here. Supposed to be 30 below. Oh gosh, next week. Dang. 30 below? That's a lot. We're supposed to get snow this weekend. So it's been cold. Like in the morning, it's been like 18 degrees when I've been leaving for work. So it's not been terrible. What's going on, man? How you doing? Put it on the 30-06? I could. Or you know what we really should put it on, Rudy? The 300 rum. Although I would assume the 300 rum could, I mean, I would assume that could take recoil from a 300 rum, right? I would think so. They are, Zach. They are compatible with other lowers. So the Uinta Precision, they can just send you the straight upper, straight to your house, and you can bolt it right onto a lower. So that is the guy that likes the Chiefs. Yep, that's Zach there. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, maybe I will. Rudy, you poked your head in here. What optic would you put on your 375 enabler? I would try to put a Schmidt and Bender on it. Going 270 no. Maybe like a 270 for something like ground squirrels, because that's like what it's capable of. But coyotes are just too big for a 270. This is Logan from West Desert Shooter, just out. Oh, dude, right on, dude. How you doing, Logan? Dude, Logan. So Uinta Precision is going to send me a couple uppers, and then Trigicon is going to send me their thermal for 60 days of review. And so, dude, I'm gonna put that on there, and I think I'm gonna hammer some coyotes. They aren't left-handed, or they have options. I don't know. That's actually a great question for West Desert Wheeler right there. Do they have left-handed? Does Uinta have left-handed ones? Let's see here. Jay, if it's 25, 23 last week. Hey, man, I had some misfires, hang fires with hand loads on Sunday. What Vance, what was the, I mean, how was the case full? And then also what was the temperature? Yep, okay, they do make lefties. There you go. Oh, yeah. 300 rum. So I don't know if you know this, Logan. So Logan is West Desert Wheeler here. He also West Desert Shooter. If you guys don't follow him, go follow him. He does really good stuff over on his channel. Way bigger channel than mine. I'm just a little guy. Logan, I have a 300 rum. I'm turning into a coyote rifle. We're going to shoot like a 110 solid copper out of it. And we're going to shoot prairie dogs and coyotes. So, have you ever used the SIG BF? I have not, no. That's cool though, dude. That will be rad combo with optic. Yeah, it will. I'm pretty, I'm looking forward to it pretty, yeah. Like I said, I only get the optic for like 60 days, but that's cool. I know Athlon's going to send me one too, so that'll be cool. See, Vince says 300 rum with Grand Powder, Stiller, and Bellet primer, large rifle primers. Cold for 87 grains. Okay. Maybe. What was the temperature? Yeah, maybe try some 215s. I should give it a try. Okay, I'll look into it. Logan, did you see what I'm gonna play with some 223 stuff here soon? I'm gonna play with some unicorn dust here. Some 82 XBR. Let's see. I really want to try out a 0% optic They aren't cheap though. Yeah, they're not. You know what's actually a pretty good optic? I have found the track optics. That optic I have on that 30-06, I really like those. And they're dealer direct, not terribly overpriced, and they've been pretty nice. Did I play with the Athlon Chronic at show? Yes, I did. I also did a little video on it. So, I've got my FX now updated for the right firmware, so hopefully I don't have any more problems with it. Because I was pretty bummed with that. Stellar and pellet primers were fine in the 375 Ruger with 16 grains. Ram shot, big game. It's grand. Hard to... 7 Celsius. Yeah, okay. So, dude, I think you're gonna need to use large rifle Magnum primers probably at that temperature, and that's a lot of powder. So when you drop below 30 degrees, you need to like the 210, the Federal 215s are known for not having hang fires. It's propaganda. Yeah, dude. I have like 4 pounds of this left. And I'm like, do I really want to use it? Because I've been holding on to it. I was like, do I really want to use it? I was like, yeah, it's for an article. I should do it. I should try to get the best out of what I got. So I'm hoping that they will start making it again. Wonder if that's not the primer. Had a misfire with some Winchester large rifle primers I just picked up. I actually just had problems with Winchester primers as well. That's interesting you said that. I loaded up the 8.6 Blackout. I loaded up 30 rounds, and 12 of them didn't fire. And yeah, so maybe there's some primer issues going on. But I would say, Vance, that temperature has a lot to do with hang fires. A lot of people will run the Federal primers when it comes down to that. So, see, I always use large rifle Magnum primers up here. Yeah, exactly. Rotumbo and Fed 215s all went bang, but Stellar and Bellet went click bang. Yeah, that might. I mean, really, to be honest with you, that might be the primers. I think because, you know, obviously there's different compounds and stuff like that. So that could just be the primers. I missed the beginning. What's the article on? I know 223, but anything specific? So it's going to be Environment Magazine. And it's in a Seiko 223 with a 1 in 12 twist. So I really can't shoot anything over a 55 grain bullet in it. And so basically it's just going to be covering hand loads and the application of 223 on varmints. So... I was doing primer testing. That's how I found out. Same load and everything, just trying different. Yeah. So I know if I know I'm going to be shooting in below 30, below freezing, I automatically use a large rifle Magnum primer for it, and it's Federal, the 215s. If it's for an article, use something your readers can get a hold of. Unicorn dust is unattainable. Yes, it is, but it's also a very good powder. All the rest of the powders you can get hold of. But the thing is a lot of people have this powder still. But I do appreciate that comment. I should also have a new 223 project, Kelby Preithmus with MDT. Oh, is that what you were posting on your Instagram, dude? Is that build? Smells so good. Did you decide on powder for the 300 rum? Yes. Basically right around 114 grains of this stuff. It's probably what I'm going to use. What do you think about the AAC? Enough for upgrades for the West? What do you think about AAC to upgrade? Oh, it's not from you. Nice to have some old 40 grain Sears, but probably not very relevant. The 45 spritzers are pretty relevant. Yeah, 114. Yeah, Josh, you heard that right. The chassis I posted, yes, and the action isn't here yet. Okay, cool. Where did you get your action from? Did you order it from Kelby's? Or did you order, I mean, Logan, you know Ian, right? If you don't, message me. Gotta love 300 rum. I ran 107 grains of US 869, 175 terminal ascent with no pressure signs. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm excited because I have some 110 grain solid coppers. We're gonna push at like 4,400 out of that 300 rum, and that's gonna be fun to see what it will do to a prairie dog, or just anything, prairie dog, coyote, rock shuck, badger, squirrel. It's just gonna obliterate it. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. I think let's see, shoulder. Shoulder won't be bad. Dead hole at 400 yards, right? It won't be too bad at recoil because the bullet's not crazy heavy. It'll just be a red mistake for those. Yeah, yep. This got to be flat. Yeah, it will be flat. I went direct to Kelby. Ian helped me out. What was something cool you saw at shot? Something I saw at shot. What day were you there, by the way? Were you only there Wednesday? That's tough because I think like if on the reloading side, I think the coolest thing I saw at shot. I mean, everybody makes a fucking bolt, or sorry, a freaking bolt gun. It's just everybody does these days. So like, I'm getting a little worn out of like all the bolt guns, but the Bridger from Watchtower, that's a pretty cool looking bolt gun on a Defiance action with that unique barrel that they're doing. The Geisley is pretty cool rifle. The is it Outliner? The Arkin sister company, right? That bolt gun's pretty cool. That's completely different. The action on that, everything is completely different. The barrel's pretty unique, and their suppressor they run with it. But when it comes to like if you're talking hand loading, what I thought was pretty cool, dude, Lyman has a new benchtop hand primer, or not hand primer, but benchtop primer. Super easy. You can adjust your primer seating depth. I think that's probably the coolest thing I saw for that. I don't know. I didn't feel like there's a whole lot of like ooh moments at shot for like a lot of cool stuff. What do you think? Defiance makes amazing actions. That's what I have on. Yeah, Defiances are nice. What were you able to get for the 300 rum brass? ADG is reasonable for price. For 50 pieces of Hornady, pretty expensive. Okay, so I have some Norma brass, Remington, and then I have Peterson. I have 200 pieces of Peterson, and that's what we'll hand load with. So I have some factory 300 rum brass because of the rifle for factory ammo, and I have some factory Norma as well. And so I'm going to shoot those just to kind of get some data off of it, and then we're going to load with the Peterson brass. So how that outliner action is gonna hold up doesn't seem like much. Yeah, it doesn't, but I don't know. I mean, they've obviously been doing some testing on it. Hey, what's up, Harvey? I was only there Wednesday and hit Pacific Boost. Didn't wander much. The ADG annular looks sweet, but I didn't see that. Huh, interesting. I didn't see that at ADG. Although every time I went by there, it was like packed, so that I didn't really spend a whole lot of time there. What kind of annular is it, Logan? Is it flame or induction? Logan, we're also going to use 100 pieces of Lapua cases. So What else? What else is there? Oh, I got 50. I got 100 pieces of 25 Creedmoor brass, 50 pieces. It's Peterson. 50 pieces of large rifle and 50 pieces of small rifle. So as soon as I get my barrel in, and I'm gonna throw it on the Kelby's Atlas action, and we'll try that out. How we doing, Harvey? So, kind of what I'm thinking. Everybody here has seen the new RCBS powder funnel, right? This thing's pretty sweet. I'm trying to get him to do a 35 call it for me. Induction dealer, apparently it was already being made in South Africa, so it's not exactly new, but it also feeds and tells you how much of info are each. Huh. What's it going to cost, Logan? How's CCI 250 compared to 215s? I can find them, but can't find any two. To be honest with you, they're pretty much the same. It's the same primer. They came from the same plant. I don't know if they're the same primer, but you should be able to make those work. 375. Yeah, I'll put a bug in the ear, Jay. Tired, man. Been working. How was SHOT Show? I'm tired as well. SHOT Show was pretty awesome though. Somehow I'm not sick yet. I know pretty much everybody I know got sick. Logan was only there one day, so maybe Logan dodged it. But SHOT Show was good. So, but yeah, Harvey, I was just telling these guys a little bit ago that sounds like RCBS might do a loading, influencer loading kit, and so they had me write up like what of everything I would use out of their holy balls, 1,600. Huh, okay. Yeah, that seems expensive. That's probably more than I'm gonna pay for it. I probably won't do that. I'd rather another rifle or an action. But they had me go through like everything that our CBS sells and kind of go ahead and put a kit together, like what I would use. Actually, a lot of it's I use. Only thing in there that I didn't put that I would use that I use is the RCBS Matchmaster, their powder throw, because the thing is, $900, $800, something like that for one of them. And so I think when the Chargemaster Link is like $250, so like they could definitely make a deal. So I think what it's gonna be, like a pretty sweet like advanced / beginners, you could say. Like you buy this, you shouldn't have to go buy a whole bunch of other shit, or you're getting stuff that you don't need, kind of thing, and you can basically get straight into loading. Only thing you're not going to have is a tumbler in that kit. So we'll see. They wanted me to do that, so I went through, sent them an email today, so that was pretty cool. So we'll see what they say. I think that was kind of cool. But yeah, 1,600. I don't know, like oh, later, man. Later, Bulldog. Have a good one. Right, a load kit you can grow with. Yeah, you can grow with, but also a kit that you're not gonna get stuff you're not gonna use, right? Or like everything in that kit you should be using every single time you load. A chamfer and deburr, a brass trimmer. I can't remember. I'm super tempted to go out and run and grab my list real quick. I think I am. Talk about yourself. I'll be right back. What would you pick for press? The Summit is a good. I'll be right back, Jay. I did not pick the Summit mainly because I only like the Summit for shooting bullets. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I like RCBS a lot. Oh man, my apparently my Instagram's blowing up right now. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So reloading kits. So here's what kind of like. So you need a load data book. So I think they give out the spear, right? Load data book, an ammo tray. What is my Instagram? It's just reloading quest. So a lot of what you see me do here is going to be there. Okay. 1 minute here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I should have a video uploaded Wednesday or Thursday this week. I got you a shout out near the end of that one. Oh, really? Thanks, dude. You didn't have to do that, man. I'm curious what you say. Probably like, oh, don't go follow this dude, or watch out. What's the video on? It's 22 what's the most consistent 22 Creedmoor brass? I've only used Peterson and Hornady, and I've had really good luck with the Hornady brass. I know a lot of you guys don't like Hornady brass, but I'm telling you, whatever they've done in the last year, they've changed the brass. It's not as thick as a lot of stuff, but it's good brass. A friend of mine inherited his dad's rock chucker from the 70s, and it broke on him. He calls RCBS, and they sent him a new press with no. Yeah, dude, exactly. That's who RCBS is, and I love it. Okay, so low data book, which I think is Spear these days. I gave you a shout out on JRB's chat last night too. Oh, you didn't have to do that, man. My 7mm content, I talked about my chronograph at the end and mentioned my channel. Oh, thanks, dude. Did you mention how I was having problems with my FX? Oh man, anyways, I'm hoping tomorrow I should find out if that FX, if by me doing the firmware update, fixed it, because I think I was having triggering problems. Okay, so here's like what I said for a loading kit. A load book, and I think it's Spear, like what I said. An ammo tray, case lube, the universal hand primer tool, a bullet puller, like kinetic bullet puller, Allen toolkit, the Rock Chucker Supreme press. So that's like the nice Rock Chucker kit, which is actually a nice press. I think, is that the one Rudy, is that the one that you bought from me, or is that a different one? I can't remember. A dust cover to go over your press, because I think those are nice. An accessory plate, because they don't make the like a bench, like inline fabrication ones, but the accessory plate. And the accessory plate is nice because you can bolt up any of the presses from RCBS, or like you can put the trimmer on it and stuff like that, so you can take your press right off and put your trimmer right on and stuff. It was okay. Yeah, I think it was too. It's a good press. So the pocket scale, RCBS pocket scale 1500. So you just have a little scale so you can weigh bullets, charge weights, anything like that. The Charge Master Link, the Uniflow Powder Measure 3. We back? Everybody give me a thumbs up. Okay, we're good. Sure enough, I'm on my phone again, and I get a phone call. Of course. Um, it's all good. We're good now. Okay. Okay. You want dibs on? Okay. I I got tracking yesterday for it. So, or was it today? I think it might have been today. So you will see you will see Athlon content. Okay, we're good. Okay. So that's like everything you need right there besides dyes. You can load anything you want right there, and it's actually everything you'll use, nothing you won't use. This is like all, my opinion, mandatory stuff for hand loading. So yeah, it was a phone call, Logan. So I was doing it on my iPad, but my iPad, I can't see the stinking chat. So I was like, okay, well, I'll switch back on my iPhone. Well, I didn't get a phone call the whole time I did it on my iPad, but the last 2 times I've done it on my phone, I get a phone call. What about brushes? The brushes are in the oh, they're in the deburr kit. But that was a good one. Do you have calipers on there? Yep, calipers are on there. Oh, it's the second to last thing. Badass picks, you did good. Great company. Yeah, it is. I'm excited, just doing a bunch of stuff with them. I think they're gonna send me some RCBS gear to wear. Obviously because I've got some of this gear to wear. So, yeah. So in the deburr, so they have like a deburr slash brush slash primer pocket kit, right? Like toolkit. So that's in that little kit there. Jay, that was a great question because I did not say it. So, I'm trying to think of anything else. Shell plates, I guess. I guess you could add shell plates. But I think that what do is add a shell plate in to like, I don't know if they're actually gonna do this, but what I heard was is they're gonna put a shell plate in with every die set, which I think they should do. Yeah, it would be a good setup for anyone. Because they're actually going to use everything in this. There's not a single thing besides maybe the bullet puller, which hopefully you never use, but we all know you got to use it, right? And maybe the little powder scale, but I mean, really, you can still. I mean, that's like the bullet puller and the powder scale are the 2 things that you wouldn't use every day. That's in my thought, at least. And like, I don't know what they would charge for something like this, but I feel like they could be like, hey, this is, you know, kit from reloading. This is what reloading quests like. So because I've been having a lot of people ask me, I've had a lot of people ask me now, what's a kit that I can get? What's a kit to get started? And I'm torn because a lot of times, like, well, there's stuff that you're in there that you're gonna need. There's stuff that you're not gonna need, and then you're gonna be buying stuff out after, right? So the only thing that you really not gonna have is a shell plate and dies. And once you have those, you're ready to rock. Use the bullet puller first time reloading. Yeah, yeah. Your 100-round shell tower was perfect after I saw it firsthand. Right on, dude. Harvey, you liked it? Good deal. I did actually. The 308. I did a 308 one right here myself. So that's a 100-round load tower, right, for 308 or whatever that fits the case. But I liked that. So 10 by 10. So. Can't top load those rounds. Can't. Topple those. Okay, gotcha. Good deal. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah. So that's cool. I think hopefully, maybe RCBS will do it. Maybe they won't. Maybe they decide, no, it ain't worth it or whatever. But I know, because that's one of the things I had with them. I had a meeting with them. They took me to lunch on Wednesday, and there was a lot of like, you know, YouTube content they want to do and other stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what 2025 was going to hold. So, and I am a big fan of their Matchmaster dies. So their seating die is really nice. What do you think about Super Performance powder? I found some for super cheap. $59 in Canada. Everything else was 80. Super Performance is good stuff. It just depends what you're loading it in. Oh, later, Logan. Have a good one, man. Hey, I'll let you know once I shoot in that chronograph, and let you know if I have any more problems. But I'm hoping I don't. So, 4350 is 120. Oh my goodness. Youch. I've used Super Performance in 30-06 a lot, and it works well in that. I mean, you get good speed out of it, that's for sure. So, no problems with speed. So, but anything else you guys would think to add to that kit? I can't think of anything else. Have you seen the new Athlon chronograph? Yeah, Harvey, I saw it in person at SHOT Show. I'll hopefully have one by the end of next week. I use a lot of H4350, Benchmark, H1000, and Varget. Powder sucks to buy up here. Oh, dude, I bet. Benchmark's good powder. Honestly, a slightly better scale. So you're gonna get, like, are you talking about like the powder throw or just the scale? So because you have the Chargemaster Light, which will be in there, which throws powder and it's a scale, and then you have like the little pocket scale. Because, you know, you got 3 different versions of the RCBS powder throwers. Yeah, but at least it's back when I started reeling 2 years ago. It was pretty bare shelves and hard to find. Yeah, that's true. I mean, on some of this stuff, we got to pay to play. It's almost what it feels like these days, right? Primers are back finally too. Yeah, I've had 0 problems with primers. It's kind of nice. And I think there's other companies obviously making primers as well too, which has been nice. So. Let's see what else. Oh, I thought it was just the pocket scale. No, it's not just the pocket scale. So you got the pocket scale. That's mainly, like, the pocket scale, in my opinion, is more for like weighing like a bullet or something like that, or just a quick little charge weight. And then there's the Chargemaster Link, and I think there's the Light, and then the RCBS Matchmaster. So you've got the. Does it come with brass? It does. It does come with brass lube. Yep. Definitely grabbing more than I need now from, yeah, exactly, dude. Let's see. I'll read over the list again, and that way you guys, if you have any other. If you have the powder thrower, almost maybe through the bench type scale. If you have the powder thrower, almost and a bench type scale. So you have the bench type scale, and then you have the powder scale, and then you actually have the powder thrower too as well. I didn't add the trickler because you have the trickler from the powder. Advanced time I see by primers and powders. Yeah. It's like from getting through. That's the perfect set of it. It comes with chamfer and deburr tool. Yeah. Yep. So like the thing is like. My main thing is like, this would be like a good kit. It wouldn't be cheap. You're probably looking at like, you know, $700 to $800, but you're getting into a kit that is, I don't even actually know if it'd be that much. because I don't know. I don't know what it would be. You know, obviously that would be up to them. I got you, man. That's pretty bulletproof list, I think. Yeah. So okay. So what we got on the list, we'll go over it again one more time. We've got a load data book, which is the spear. I think comes with it now. An ammo tray, case lube, brass lube, right? The universal hand primer tool, a bullet puller, an Allen toolkit, the Rock Trucker Supreme press, a dust cover for that, accessory base plate, and then the Pocket Scale 1500, the Charge Master Link, the Uniflow Powder 3 flow, the powder dropper that you go kind of thing, calibers, deburr tool, and brushes, and brass trimmer. So like that right there, you should be able to load whatever ammo you want once you have dies and shell plate. Anybody ask about the moose you shot yet? Every time I've been in a live asks. No, nobody has, because you know why? All you guys have been people that have been in here before. I haven't seen anybody in here that's never been in here before yet. So, did you ever say what 375 bullet your grandpa used? I think a nozzler partition. I could be wrong, but I know he really liked those. Sounds like a perfect starter set. Ordering it by time can be quite costly. And then if you buy a kit where there's stuff in there you won't use and you're going to replace it kind of thing. Like the only thing in here that I'm not like a fan of would be the little powders, the little scale. But like that's not meant for like being super precise on your powder throws, right? That's more like, okay, we're going to check on what our case capacity is for water on our brass, or we're going to weigh a bullet kind of thing, something like that. So, hey, Baited, how you doing? All right, sorry about that. I was reading a text message real quick. I guess the only thing in here, like in my mind, only thing would be to add into it would be a hand trickler. I never use mine. Only time I use it if I'm on a little scale. So if you have a powder thrower, you don't need that. Any new powders at SHOT Show? Not that I saw. Not that I'm aware of. Which makes me happy that they're not coming out with a new powder when they're having a hard time keeping up with certain stuff, right? I did see Trail Boss is being made. So Trail Boss is going to be available. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a new powder for the 7BC, 7 Backcountry. For all those people that are going to attempt to load it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tempted to try to load it just because, but I'm also terrified of trying to load it. Yeah. So. Yeah, but Trail Boss being available is huge. Gonna be available. What about Alliant? I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna see a Lion powder for a couple years, like to what we used to see, right? Reloader 26 is like gone until the Ukraine and Russia thing is over. I don't know. And I don't think we're ever gonna see a Lion powder like what we saw, because what's happening right now is you got all these companies not companies but military stocking up on their supplies for war. Because what a lot of people found out is Russia and a lot of these other countries realized, well, shoot, we don't have as much arms as we thought we had and what we need. So I still have a bunch of the 277 that we can resize. Another 271. Alliant is super expensive. It is. And so like for me, I'd rather just buy a Vitivorti powder, to be honest with you. Vitivorti powder is the same freaking cost as it was 5 years ago, and it's a better powder, and now you've got like other powders superseding it in cost, like IMR 4350. I'm not paying $80 for IMR 4350. Thank God I have a ton of it. I don't know. Part of me like starts to think, well, maybe I'll just retire off of all my powder and primers and bullets, and I'll go live somewhere that costs nothing to live, and just do nothing the rest of my life. That doesn't really work when you got 2 kids. Stop talking about a Vitivorti. Why? Oh, because you don't want it to go up or people to use it. Well, there's a reason I don't talk about Shooter's World powder, because I really like Shooter's World powder. If you guys want to know what my favorite powder is, it's Shooter's World Precision Rifle powder. That's my favorite powder, period. In 6 arc, that stuff is awesome. Just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that stuff is, this is pretty awesome. I use Reloader 26 in my 6th Creed. Bought a lot years ago, but is crazy high right now. Yeah, it is. H1000 and Benchmark are garbage, guys. Don't buy it. Yeah, what Jay said, both of them. H1000 and Benchmark, don't buy them. They're just terrible powders. If you can get it at a good price. Shooter's World? Yeah. Shooter's World did go up in price, unfortunately. I second that, Jay. Avoid all at all costs, yeah. So Jay, as you can see, I use a lot of it. I mean, I do so much shooting that you guys don't even see. That's the crazy part of it. There's a lot of stuff I do that you guys don't even see, like on the YouTube channel. I mean, I wish I had time to literally film everything that I do, but I don't. So, yeah. So between like, let's see here. So Jay, there you go. These are trash powders. You don't want to use these powders right here. Trash. Don't use these powders. Also, no, I actually love this powder. I'm glad we don't see everything you do. Yeah, that's probably true, Rudy. Is it a pain in the ass when you're by yourself? Yeah, it is, dude. It is a pain. Yeah, don't use them. Exactly, Jay. Yeah, don't use them. It's kind of like this stuff, man. Like, I've held on to this because I'm worried about not getting it. But I'm just, yeah, we'll roll with it. And filming is a pain in the butt when I'm by myself. I have nobody to film for me. So, tripods are a nightmare to set up. I don't know how many times I've blown over tripods from muzzle brakes and stuff like that, or almost shot my phone. I was like literally like that close to shooting my phone one time. Yeah, that would have been a bad day. Go into the Apple store and be like, yeah, or Verizon and be like, yeah, I need a new phone. You have to get the wife out shooting with you. Yeah, I mean, dude, shooting's my relaxing time. But yeah, I don't know, man. I got 2 kids that are kind of still somewhat little, so that part of it makes it tough. I've been trying to get some of my buddies out to do it and stuff like that. So I've been thinking about doing a drone after G talked about that. What's sad is in 2018, 5 pounds of powder was 130 bit. Yeah, I know. I think I have some H110, 8-pound jug of H110. I think I paid like $122 for that. And that's like my main 300 blackout powder, and I just run subs in it, and it's gonna last me forever. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Um, who knows? Maybe I'll be big one day, and I can just hire a camera guy. That doesn't sound very fun to me, though. I don't know. I mean, I'd want to be the person doing all the shooting, right? So, but I guess I don't know, if you like filming, then it could be fun. Hey, Robbie, how you doing, man? Is benchmark extruded or ball powder? Well, I'll show you. It's really weird. It's extruded powder, but it's very tiny. Let's see. See, that's what it looks like. It's Robbie. It's one of the best smelling powders too. Yeah, benchmark isn't any good, Robbie. Yeah, what Jay said. Yeah, you don't want to use this powder, but it's this powder smells so good. Jay, what are you using? Like, although A2, like, have you guys ever noticed, like, when you open up different powders, they smell different? Like, benchmark A208 XBR smells different, and then we'll open up some Ramshot tack here. This thing's never been opened. Look at this. We're gonna pop its cherry. It's gonna be fresh. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. That stuff. Whew. That was like nitrocellulite right there. That was a strong hit right there. So, anyways, all gunpowder smell good. They even smell better when it's burning. I must smell 3031. You know, you just made me sad. This is the last pound of 3031 I have. That just made me a little sad. I'm a little sad. .4831, that's another good powder. What's the shelf life on primers and powder? It's all how you store it, man. If you keep it in a dry store, not in the sun, it'll last you your lifetime. I got 5 pounds of 3031. Oh, I'm jealous. So, okay, you got me beat on that. My wife knows which powder I'm using when I come home from the range and smells the burnt powder. I haven't had any of that for probably 5 years. That's my last pound of powder of that. I'm pretty sure I helped a buddy load up a bunch of stuff, and we used like 4 pounds of it for his stuff. So, yeah, I don't think I haven't seen 3031 on a shelf in a long time. It's been a while, that's for sure. So, sorry, I thought that was funny. Ooh, look at this. Tyler Friel doing some McGuire ballistics loading. I think that's a 22 arc. Sweet. So I'm going hog hunting with him and Colton Bagnoli with Sam with McGuire ballistics. I'm the only one bringing a big boy cartridge. I'm bringing the 7 PRC. So yeah, 4831 is a good powder. 414 was another good one. I have, I think, a pound left of 414. Yeah. Reeler 19, yeah. Powder from World War II is just recently, in the last 5 years, has gone bad. Primers, I'm using some from 1950, yeah, 1958. Each one has gone bang. Yeah, it's all about how you kind of store it. No, do not do that, Dusty. It's completely different. So do not do that. You want to make sure that you stick with what is, the load data is for that. Do. Yeah. Never substitute or anything like that. You want to make sure that you stay within what it's supposed to be, for sure. So. So. Um, I tagged Sierra on my that little post I made on Instagram, and Sierra commented on there and said you can get rid of most of those boxes because obviously I got Nosler and Hornady in here. That's funny. And then some guy, I heard you can put pistol powder and you can get 50. Oh my gosh. Hopefully no one reads that comment. So, yeah. It's funny. People are funny. What's this? Real? Anyways, so let's see. Did they? Trying to see who collaborated with me because I got a notification. A couple people collaborated. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted. I thought they were the same data. They're two different burns. You gotta be careful because one's a long stick and one's a short stick. So they're not. So like if you were to take IMR 7828 and then IMR 78 shortcut, it's it's completely different. Yeah, don't Harvey. I don't know when you're gonna get it again. You got a good amount of that though, didn't you, Harvey? Hog dong. Blue dot in 300 win mag. Yowzers. That would be scary. Do not do that. Sierra bullets are getting way too high in price. Well, it's because, yes, I agree. And it's because they're buddies with Barnes now. They bought Barnes. So I used red dot and 700 hex. Yikes. Okay. A few pounds. Okay. Yeah, like H110 and H1000. 18 Will, thanks for bringing that up, by the way, because if you went back and watched my video, I just cut that right out. I appreciate you saying something, by the way. So, yeah. All right, guys, I got to go. I took my daughter to the library today so she can get some books to read before she goes to bed. So I promised her I would sit with her and let her read for 15 minutes before she goes to bed. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to let my brass keep cleaning. And then I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do some loading tomorrow and chatting and stuff like that. So swing in tomorrow if you guys are available. Say hi, say what's up, and we'll touch bases. And we'll go from there. So I appreciate you guys. And have a good night, everyone. Later, Jay. Later, Rudy.